When an AC circuit has sources of different frequencies, the only method of analysis is superposition theorem. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In a parallel connection of circuit, the bandwidth in terms of RLC is A. B1 RC, B. B1 RL, C. B1 RLC, D. B RLC. The correct answer is B1 RC. It two voltages are V1 100 sin t 30 and V2 cos t. Then A. V1 is leading V2 by 30. B. V2 is leading V1 by 30. C. V2 is leading V1 by 60. D. V1 is leading V2 by 60. The correct answer is V2 is leading V1 by 60. In a purely inductive AC circuit, the power curve is a sinusoid of the same frequency as the voltage. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. The superposition theorem is applicable to A. Linear, nonlinear, and time-variant responses. B. Linear and nonlinear resistors only. C. Linear responses only. D. None of the above. The correct answer is linear responses only. The current flowing through a pure capacitor is called displacement current. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. An active network has A. An E.M.F source, B. a current source, C. neither of the above, D. either A or B. The correct answer is either A or B. Which of the following material has nearly zero temperature coefficient of resistance? A. Carbon, B. porcelain, C. copper, D. manganese. The correct answer is manganese. Poor power factor. A. reduces load handling capability of electrical system. B. results in more power losses in the electrical system. C. overloads alternators, transformers, and distribution lines. D. all. The correct answer is all. If two networks are cascaded, then A. YYA, YB, B. ZZA, ZB, C. AABB, D. AABB. The correct answer is AABB. When a series RL circuit is switched on to a DC voltage, the rate of change of current is maximum at T0. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. In a circuit containing a complex impedance, maximum power transfer takes place when load is A. pure resistance, B. equal to the complex impedance, C. conjugate complex of the circuit impedance, D. none of the above. The correct answer is conjugate complex of the circuit impedance. The resistance of a bulb at the time of full brightness is 1200. Then the resistance at room temperature is about A. 1200, B. 120, C. 600, D. 10. The correct answer is 120. For a delayed half-wave rectified wave, the average and RMS values are lower than those for half-wave. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A reactance function is always a quotient of A. even to odd polynomials, B. odd to even polynomials, C. even to odd or odd to even polynomials, D. even to even polynomials. The correct answer is even to odd polynomials. In a driving point function, poles and zeros must be conjugate if complex or imaginary. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The storage battery used in power stations and substations is generally A. nickel-cadmium battery, B. lead-acid battery, C. Zinc carbon battery. D. Zinc carbon or lead acid battery. The correct answer is lead acid battery. For an M-derived filter, attenuation is infinite when FF. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. RMS value of a square wave is the same as peak value. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. For graph of figure 1, set of fundamental cutsets would be A. ABC clay F. B. F pubd. C. CBFE F BDF. D. CBD adb clay. The correct answer is ABC clay F. The closing of switch S1 and S2 in figure will light up A. lamp L1 only. B. lamps L1 and L2. C. none of them. D. lamp L2 only. The correct answer is lamps L1 and L2. Out of metal film type and carbon film type, the one with better tolerance specification is A. carbon film. B. metal film type. C. both have same tolerance. D. none of these. The correct answer is metal film type. At very low frequencies, a series RC circuit behaves as almost purely A. resistive. B. inductive. C. capacitive. D. none of the above. The correct answer is capacitive. In a composite filter, terminating half sections are used for impedance matching. A. true. B. false. C. D. The correct answer is true. The bridge is balanced when the value of R is A. 50. B. 100. C. 200. D. 250. The correct answer is 200. In figure, the current through R is 1 A when VA0 and VB15 V. If both VA and VB are increased by 15 V, each current through R will be A1A, B0.5A, C3A, D0.33A. The correct answer is 3A. When a series RL circuit having power factor angle 0 is switched on to an AC voltage Vm sin T, the transient term is 0 if 0. A. true. B. false. C. D. The correct answer is true. A series resonant circuit is capacitive at F 150 Hz. The circuit will be inductive somewhere at AF greater than 150 Hz. BF less than 150 Hz. CF equal to 150 Hz by increasing the value of the resistance. D. none of the above. The correct answer is F greater than 150 Hz. In the circuit of figure, the switch is closed at T0 with IL00 and VC00. In the steady state, NC equals A. 100V, B. 0V, C. D. 100V. The correct answer is 100V. The maximum power that can be transferred to the load is resistor RL from the voltage source in the figure is A. 1 watt, B. 10 watts, C. 0.25 watts, D. 0.5 watts. The correct answer is 0.25 watts. The Thevenin equivalent circuit to the left of AB has Rec A2, B4, C1, D3. The correct answer is 1. A current increasing at the rate of 1 as is passed through a 1H inductor. At T0 I0, the flux linkages after 1 second are A. 0.5 Wb turn, B. 1 Wb turn, C. 2 Wb turn, D. 4 Wb turn. The correct answer is 4 Wb turn. The capacity of a battery is expressed in terms of A. current, B. voltage, C. none of these. D. Current and voltage. The correct answer is none of these. Consider the following statements regarding driving point admittance function. A1, 2 and 3. B2 and 4. C1 and 3. D1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is 2 and 4. In terms of Z parameters, the condition for the network to be passive is A Z11 Z22, B Z12 Z21, C Z11 0, D Z22 0. The correct answer is Z12 Z21. Among the filter Bessel, Butterworth and Chebyshev, the filter with maximally flat response is A. All, B. Butterworth, C. Bessel, D. Butterworth Chebyshev. The correct answer is Bessel. If a two-port network is represented by an equivalent T-network, the admittance of series arm in term of ABCD parameter is equal to AC, B1C, CA1B, D1B. The correct answer is 1B. 3 capacitors, each 9 floor, are connected in delta. The value of each capacitor in equivalent star connection is A3 floor, B6 floor, C2 7 floor, D8 1 floor. The correct answer is 2 7 floor. The function is A. RC function, B. LC function, C. RL function, D. RC or RL function. The correct answer is LC function. The electrolyte in nickel cadmium cell is dilute potassium hydroxide. A. True, B. False, C. D. The correct answer is true.